specialty. I do the sales for the everyday safe and then the high security safes in Polymer. So the two main levels of protection for an everyday safe, really for any safe, is going to be burglary protection and fire protection. When we're talking an everyday safe, that's going to be the RSC-I and RSC-II on your handout. So RSC-I is a 5-minute test by one attack for them trying to get in both through the door and through any of the sides with tools that they're likely to find at your home. So if they break into your home, they see that you have a safe and they go run to the garage, what tools are they likely to find? That's what that test is that the safe is protecting against, that attack. RSC level 2 is a 2-man test for 10 minutes of them trying to get in through the door and cutting an even bigger hole in the side. It's 10 minutes long, and this is 2 attackers with a professional tool deck. So these are people that know you have a safe. They're coming for it. They're going to try to crack into the safe. That's what that safe, that designation is protecting against. The easiest way to remember it, RSC-I, crime of opportunity, RSC-II, professional burglary. The fire rating on a everyday safe, it's measured in temperature and time. So like this safe here has a 2-hour, 1200 degree fire rate. What that means is this safe gets tested in an oven that gets heated up to 1200 degrees, and it is in there for 2 hours. There are sensors throughout the safe, and this safe cannot get above 350 degrees where it fails the test. 350 degrees is 100 degrees below where paper cases. So that's the idea behind that. This safe here is an RSC level 1. So this is a 1-man test for 5 minutes. This actual RSC-I safe was attacked by 2 guys for 18 minutes, and they didn't get in. They did a ton of damage, but didn't really come close to actually getting into the safe. So even an RSC-I is a very robust safe. The RSC-II is a pretty large. Other thing, when it comes to both fire and burglary, these safes have a lifetime warranty. So this lady, this was an actual customer safe for us. She had a new safe installed in her home within all 5 days. So is Bulk American Security, Liberty, all the brands that we carry, all the major manufacturers are going to take care of you very quickly. So when you're buying a safe, it makes sense to buy quality because it's like you're buying the safe one time for the rest of your life. If anything happens, it gets replaced. So same thing with Pacific Palisades. All of those clients, and we were showing you photos of during Cletus's presentation, those were people who were getting their safe rates. Yes, sir.
How does a fire affect keypad?
It's going to destroy it.
Okay.
Yeah. So what each of these safes, the lock is actually inside the door. And for every serial number, they're going to move the lock around. So a certified locksmith can call in, call in with the serial number. AMSEC will tell them where to drill that will actually crack the lock so that they can retract the bugs. So if you will try to, for safes that have what's called a relocker, which most of these safes do, if you don't know where to drill and you just try to drill through it, you will actually crack something that slams the bolt shut and will not let you retract them going. Now you're actually so you rarely, if ever, see burglars that try to crack it because it's not worth it. Yeah. So there's really 3 types. There's a mechanical dial, which is like your high school lockers. Then
depending on your age.
Yes. Then you have a digital lock, which is by far the most popular. And then you also have biometric, which is starting to become very popular. So you just put your fingertip on, safe opens up, you're good to go. It does also have a keypad backup on the biometric. So those are starting to become much more popular.
Especially with kids, and right down here, like a lot of the gun safes that I do, so you want them to buy biometric. People, the kids get a little difficult to remember numbers, like they don't want to get to it. So
basically that's it. AC cover of years and only keep lighting it. Any
When you said the sets were replaced in Pacific Palisades, so you could just replace them for free, even if...
Yeah, so lifetime burglary and fire. Yeah. So they will match the specs as close as they can. So like this safe here used to be their only gun safe. Now they actually make 2 models. So the closest that they can do with the best protection.
So what distinguishes a gun safe?
Really the interior. So like this one here. What you're gonna typically have is center divider with a gun rack. Depending on what they're using it for. If they're gonna use it for firearms, you take these shelves out and just use both sides for firearms. This is kind of like a his and her setup, where you'll have the firearms on one side, the room for jewelry and bags on the other. So that's one setup. And then the one behind you is also a gun safe. So this has room for guns on the side, and then it has jewelry drawers built into the cabinets that come up. Similar to the Casoro, just a much lower price tag. But these two safes are identical. These are the exact same safe. The only difference is the interior. And any of these safes can be ordered in any color. So if they love like a Casoro color, but they just don't need the additional protection, they can get that color on any of these safes.
Cool. Do you have ones that are less expensive? Gun safes?
Yes. So like this one here is their overseas model. It's going to have essentially the same features. The one big difference is that it's a 90-minute fire protection versus 2 hours. And there's no color options. But it's going to have the lights, it's going to have the power outlet for the watch winders, or anything else that you would want, just at a much lower price.
Mini
You can mount these, bolt these in concrete.
Yes, and that's preferred. So if you're going to put it into the concrete,